this every time. Bro. I'll never forget this.
Due to any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Such behavior.
The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our game. NBA Cup action coming your way shortly. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. And checking out some numbers for Josh Hart.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing.
Josh Hart. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Henderson subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Trendon Watford comes in for Williams. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Patrick Beverley in for D'Angelo Russell. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Patrick Beverley out there with D'Anthony Melton. And it's Watford into the 3. Brunson kicks to Robinson. Henderson with the screen for Robinson. Henderson outside. Robinson a screen on Melton. MP dishes to Robinson. Rebounded by the Nets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You'll be punished for your mistakes.
Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Robinson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Nets trail by 12. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson finds Melton. Back to Johnson. Beverley against Brunson. Offensive rebound. Watford passes to Beverley. Claxton a screen on Brunson. And that one's good. Beverley.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's Floyd?
Come here. No. We're having fireworks today. Oh, you want to fight? Fireworks. Fight.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
This game has been all about tenacity for them, getting right in the defense's business and winning trip after trip to the line.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
They've got Robinson. Henderson out there with Jalen Brunson. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's McBride in at the small forward. They're the group New York will start the second with. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing to be high.
MP passes to Robinson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. 6 points for Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Pass to Claxton. Back to Williams. Here's Claxton. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Melton. Knicks with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Robinson a screen on Melton. Henderson passes to Robinson. Back to MP. Got a piece of it. Brunson finds Henderson. Some nice passing by New York here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Next ball.
Hart, he's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for MP. For the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Miles McBride. And MP subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's MP. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Outside Williams. Bridges against Thomas. Back to Claxton. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Claxton's got his second basket.
Good to see Thomas give the rock up there. That's the right choice.
MP dishes to Towns. Pass to Hart. Takes the three. Left side, Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Back to MP. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over Russell. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 6.
That's something he's grown comfortable with. Bridges willing to be the shooter late in the clock.
On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Hart. Thomas gets a wide open look. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anunoby kicks to Anderson. Inside, Hart. Back to MP. Over Russell. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the New York Knicks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from Lee. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, yeah, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which play. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, ends up going with the new group. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Russell. Here's Henderson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. He gets that one. MP's got his first 2 points. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Setting the floor for the Nets. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Patrick Beverly out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Williams at the small forward. McBride passes to MP. Now here is Robinson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
.125 left to play here in the third. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Shot clock at 2. Knocks down the 3-ball. Achiuwa has got 5. Points so far.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Knicks lead 69-36.
Beverly against Henderson. Pass to Williams. Now Johnson. Williams scanning the floor. The rebound by McBride.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Achiuwa, the dunk by Achiuwa.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
71-36.
And here is Johnson. He's got 5. They need this, and he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Nets. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He put together quite a quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time. Is running out for this game to become competitive. Achiuwa is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's MP. And it's Robinson in at the center filling out the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Henderson passes to Robinson. And the rejection by Claxton. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. Cameron Payne's checked in for Landry Shamet. Martin's checked in for the Nets. It's Henderson on the wing. Covered by Johnson. The shot's good from Achiuwa.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
They double him with Payne. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Robinson a screen on Johnson. MP passes to Robinson. Johnson against Henderson. Right side Robinson, 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Nailed from three-point land.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits. And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Robinson a screen on Johnson. Here's MP. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
And Claxton throws it down.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Robinson, a screen on Johnson to the paint. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by MP. And that's now 10 points for Mitchell Robinson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. To the middle, here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The three from MP. Trains the three-pointer.
How about the confidence right there by young MP, just stepping right into that three.
Knicks lead, 83-49.
1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Melton with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Martin with the bounce pass. And that'll be 2 free. Throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.